Have you ever driven alone at night and felt it? That prickling on the back of your neck? Like someone's there, just out of sight.
Maybe you've glanced in your rearview mirror and thought, just for a heartbeat, that a shadow moved. If that's you, then listen up. You didn't stumble onto this video by accident.
You're here because you crave the kind of story that sinks its claws into you and doesn't let go.
Welcome to Friday 13, where we don't just tell tales, we make you feel them deep in your bones. This video, The Silent Passenger of the Blue Ridge Parkway, isn't for the faint of heart. It's for you, sitting there right now, maybe with the lights dimmed, maybe already wondering what's lurking just beyond the screen. You click this because you want the chills, the suspense, the thrill that only a true horror story can deliver.
And I promise you, you're in the right place. I'm here to take you on a drive you won't forget. A nightmare so vivid, you'll check your back seat the next time you're alone in your car.
So, buckle up, turn up the sound, and let's hit the road together. This is Friday 13, and we're about to make your night a whole lot darker.
Before we roll into the story, let's start with something to grab you. A hook that'll stick with you. A hook that'll stick with you the whole way. Imagine this. You're driving down a lonely road, the kind where the trees lean in too close and the night swallows everything but your headlights. You're alone, or at least you think you are. Then you feel it. A shift, a heaviness, like someone sitting behind you. You sneak a peek in the mirror, and there they are, a figure, silent, staring straight ahead. What would you do? Would you scream, pull over, or just keep driving, hoping it's all in your head? That's the question we're starting with tonight. And trust me, you're going to want the answer. But this isn't just any story. It's a warning, a glimpse into something that could be waiting for you out there. You're watching Friday 13 because you love the fear, the unknown, the rush of not knowing what's next. So, stick with me, you, yes, you, because this tale's about to unfold, and it's built for horror fans like you who live for the shadows. This is where it all begins. The Blue Ridge Parkway, a 469-mile ribbon of road, carved through the Appalachian Mountains.
By day, it's a postcard, sweeping views, golden forests, air so crisp it bites. But at night, oh, that's when it changes. The fog creeps in, the curves sharpen, and the silence, it's like the world's holding its breath. Meet Jake, a 35-year-old photographer who knows this road like the back of his hand. Why? He's chased sunsets here, snapped shots of misty peaks. Always alone, always fine. He's not the type to buy into ghost stories. Tourist bait, he'd call them. But tonight, as he merges onto the parkway just after sunset, something's wrong. The air feels thick, his radio crackles with static, and the shadows between the trees, they're moving, aren't they? You've heard the rumors, haven't you? The silent passenger, a ghostly figure that appears in the backseats of cars on this road, never speaking, just watching. Jake laughs it off, but you and I, we know better. This is Friday 13, and here, the legends don't stay legends.
Oh, Jake's 20 miles in, and the quiet's getting to him. He's used to long drives, but this feels different. Then it hits. A smell, faint at first, like wet dirt and something sour seeping into the car. He checks the vents, mutters, "What the hell? Nothing's leaking. Nothing's open." The air turns cold, his breath fogging up despite the heater on full blast. He cranks it higher, but the chill digs deeper. That's when he feels it. A weight in the back seat, heavy, real. His eyes snap to the mirror, and there it is. A man, pale as death, in old, tattered clothes, staring straight ahead with hollow eyes. So, let's answer that first hook. What do you do when you see that? Jake's about to show us. But here's your next hook. What if it doesn't just sit there? What if it talks? Jake's brain scrambles. Maybe it's a hitchhiker, someone he missed, but he hasn't stopped since town. He forces a steady voice. Hey man, how'd you get in here? Nothing. The figure doesn't twitch. Louder now. You need to get out now. Silence. The car feels tighter, the air choking. He thinks about pulling over, but the road's a cliff on one side, a wall of trees on the other. Then, it moves. Just a slight turn of the head, and Jake swears its empty eyes meet his in the mirror. A whisper fills the car. Keep driving. It's not from the back seat, it's everywhere. Like the dashboard, the seats, the air itself is speaking. Jake's skin crawls. He wants to bolt, but some gut-deep instinct, tells him stopping isn't an option. So he drives, the silence heavier than ever. Let's answer that hook. It doesn't just sit, it speaks. But here's your next one. What if it starts to change? The miles stretch on, and Jake's nerves shred. He keeps checking the mirror, and every time, the passenger's different. Its skin sags like wet paper, its eyes sink into black pits, its mouth twists into a grin, too wide for a human face. The smell thickens. Rotting meat, damp soil. Jake's hands tremble. He knows the stories. Drivers who pick up the silent passenger and vanish. Their cars found empty, seats stained with something dark. Is that his fate? Let's answer that hook. It doesn't just talk, it transforms, becoming less human with every curve of the road. And here's your next hook. What if it's not alone? Jake's unraveling. He risks a glance back, and his heart stops. There's more. 3, 4 figures, all silent, all staring. Their faces are nightmares, eyes bulging, mouths gaping, skin peeling away. The car feels stuffed with them, the air unbreathable. He slams the brakes, but the car doesn't stop. It rolls on, like something else has the wheel. The whispers return, a chorus now. Keep driving, don't look back. Jake yells, what do you want from me? They lean forward as one, their voices a hiss. You. The car jolts, the engine roaring like a beast. The road ahead vanishes into black, and the screen cuts out. Clear. Jake's story doesn't wrap up neatly. It lingers, like the fear crawling through you right now. Some say his car was found at dawn, parked perfectly on the shoulder, empty but for a rotting handprint on the back seat. Others claim they've seen him still driving the Parkway, pale and hollow-eyed, another silent passenger, trapped forever. The legend spreads. Don't drive the Blue Ridge alone after dark, or you might pick up something you can't drop off. So, that last hook. It's not alone. It's a horde, a ghostly pack hunting the lost. But here's your final hook, just for you. What if it's not just the Parkway? What if it's your road, waiting for the next time you drive alone at night? Come. That's it for tonight, you brave souls. If Jake's nightmare shook you, brave souls, if Jake's nightmare shook you, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. More terrors coming your way. Tell me in the comments. Would you keep driving if you saw it? Stay safe out there, and maybe stick to daylight drives. This is Friday 13, signing off, though the dark's still watching you.